Hey, good afternoon or good evening, wherever you may be tuning in from. How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well out there. Hope you had a great weekend and hope you had a great start of your work week. Today is Monday, and you know what they say about Monday, Murphy's Law. Whatever can go wrong on a Monday will go wrong. But you know what? We're not going to speak that into existence. I hope that you will have a better day if your work day is over with. And I hope that you have a good day if your work day is starting or continuing. Just hope you have, we're going to send positive vibes out there. Hope you're having a good day and hope you had a blessed day. Any event, I'm gonna start this video off. I don't know how many of you had tuned in on Saturday night. Dave Chappelle hosted Saturday Night Live, and like me, many of you, I know I'm not speaking for myself, and I don't too much care for SNL. It's corny. It's so liberal based now until it's just not funny. And a lot of the talent that was on there, the people who were funny, they're gone now, and most of them were black comedians. Chris Red, um Jay Farrell was my absolute favorite in the year. Recently I love Jay Farrell. He was hilarious. He left some years ago. He left a few years back. Chris Red left after last season. So they still have Keenan Thompson on there, but he's corny. I don't know. He's been on SNL for what 20 years now. He's just corny. I'm just not feeling Keenan Thompson. What's the other one they had? The sister that was on there. Oh, Leslie, what's her name? Tall, dark skinned black woman. Tall, dark skinned woman. I can't think of her name. She was on there. She didn't do it for me either. She wasn't funny. I can't think of her name, but she was in the Coming to America 2 movie. She played um who was it? Her and Prince Akeem, Eddie Murphy's character, they shared a child together. I can't think of her name. But anyway, that sister, she wasn't funny to me either. But in any event, Dave Chappelle hosted it. And whenever he hosts Saturday Night Live, I tune in. I wasn't able to watch it this past Saturday because I was on my way to work. But my wife watched it and she said that he killed it, that he was um he was so funny on there. He was absolutely hilarious on there. And of course, Dave Chappelle, he's the greatest comedian out right now. He's a combination of Richard Pryor and Dick Gregory. Richard Pryor because of his humor, he's just a funny comedian and he has a way to tell stories just like Richard Pryor did. And Dick Gregory because he's conscious. He's aware of what's going on. So I just put Chappelle in that category of Richard Pryor and Dick Gregory, the late great Richard Pryor and the late great Dick Gregory, two giants who are among the ancestors now. And so Chappelle is like he's our modern day versions of those two. But in any event, the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL, they strike again. I mean, it's like they've been on a warpath the past 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. These people have been on a warpath and against black men. First, it was Kanye. Then it was Kyrie Irving. Now it's Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's opening monologue. They condemned it because it was deemed anti-Semitic. Um, and I listened to it, and nothing about it was hate toward the Jewish people. Nothing in the monologue was hate toward Jewish people. What Chappelle did was told the truth through jokes. These people have a problem with the damn truth. And it's getting annoying because at this point, you're bullying black people. You're bullying black men. And I'm getting tired of it. And not just myself, but many of us are getting sick of this. Because what black people can't tell the truth about Jewish people, about their influence. We're not saying that we hate them. We have not demonstrated any hate toward the Jewish people, not any whatsoever you. We haven't said, um, we haven't preached death to the Jewish people or anything of that nature or harm to them. But when we tell the truth about their influence, we're deemed anti-Semitic. And at this point, it's bullying. At this point, what the Anti-Defamation League is doing is just bullying. They're bullying what they did with Ye, what they did with Kyrie Irving, what they did with Dave Chappelle. It's bullying, and it needs to stop. And like the minister said in his speech, in his message on, I believe it was on Friday. Yeah, Friday morning. Yo, enough is enough, man. Leave our people alone. Leave our people alone. We don't bother y'all. Why the hell are you bothering us? Leave us the hell alone. We're speaking our truth. You want us to shut up and just dribble and just, catch a football or tell jokes, nigga dance, nigga dance, nigga dribble that ball, nigga, dribble that ball, nigga. Tell them jokes, nigga, but don't say no truth now, nigga. Don't tell the truth. Don't get black people to thinking now. No, don't do that. Just entertain us. Entertain us, nigga. Just shut up and do it. No, no, no. A lot of us are starting to wake up. A lot of us are tired of the old status quo. We're tired of it. We're sick of it. No, we're not just gonna shut up and dribble. Shut up and hit home runs. Shut up and run a football, catch a football, tell jokes. A lot of us have minds. Yes, we're doing what we're doing our God-given abilities, the ability to tell jokes, the ability to perform athletic feats. That's a God-given gift. Yes, but that's not what God meant for us to do. Just do that. He meant for us to think, have critical thinking skills, tell the truth, speak truth to power. And that's a threat now because they're getting people to think. A lot of these entertainers, not all, but you have those that are out there that are using their influence to get those among us to think. But that's a dangerous thing. The Kyrie Irvings, the Dave Chappelles, that's dangerous. They're dangerous. But as long as they're, Kyrie Irving scoring 40 points and dishing out 12 assists and grabbing 9 rebounds, and playing great, that's fine. That's fine and dandy. As long as Dave Chappelle is telling jokes, doing skits, doing impersonations, that's fine. But when they tell the truth, that's dangerous. How dare them do that? Nigga, what are you doing, nigga? This is not in your contract, nigga. Before I go any further, hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. And like I said before on here, Black people can't be anti-Semitic because we're the original Semites. So we can't be anti ourselves. We may have demonstrate anti-behavior toward each other, but we cannot be anti-Semitic. We're the original people. We're the original man and woman, our Black people. We're the seeds of Abraham. Go in the Bible and look at it. Many of y'all go to church on Sunday. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. It speaks of this. Black people are the original seeds of Abraham. We're descended from Shem. We're the descendants of Abraham. The Abrahamic religions are from Black people. Islam, Judaism, descendants are started from the Black seed. We're the original man and woman. We're the descendants of Abraham. We're the original Semites. Semitic people hail from the Horn of Africa, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, that region, Ethiopia, that region of the world. That's where the Semites hail from. The Ashkenazi Jews are not Semites. They're not the original Semites. They didn't come about until the Middle Ages. Your Ashkenazi Jews, your white Jews, if you will. They're not the original Semites. Truth, I'm just telling the truth. I'm keeping it a buck on here. Look, this stuff is, you can look this up for yourself. Look it up. Read the Bible. Look it up. Look this stuff up. So the fact that the ADL could call us anti-Semitic is laughable and is utterly ridiculous. It's silly because it's lies. They know, they know who the original people are. They know who the original Semites are. They know how powerful they are, how they have influence. They know this, but yet they still spew these lies out there, calling our people anti-Semitic. Why wasn't Donald Trump called anti-Semitic when his followers had tiki torches in Charlottesville, Virginia, saying that Jews will not replace us? Why wasn't Trump deemed anti-Semitic or Trump supporters? I wonder why. Why is that? Hmm. But yet, Ye, Kyrie Irving, and Dave Chappelle are anti-Semitic? Really? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Why don't the ADL call out anti-Black hate? What about that chief rabbi in Israel that called Black people monkeys? This was back in 2018. Look it up. Why didn't they speak out about that? Where the ADL when that gooseneck, cornball comedian Sarah Silverman donned blackface and did a video calling Black people niggers? Why didn't y'all speak out against that? Or that Doberman pincher-faced Howard Stern, that filthy, disgusting, vile piece of crap. Why didn't y'all call him? Why didn't y'all call him out on this anti-Black hate for saying the word niggers and donning blackface as well? Where were y'all at on that? And while we're on the subject, my good buddy of mine, good brother of mine. I won't call him a buddy. Buddy is just, a good brother of mine because I consider him family. A good brother of mine, Aaron Assad. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. We had a conversation the other night. Where was this anti-Black hate when Vince McMahon, well, used to be the owner of WWE, which was formerly World Wrestling Federation, WWF, in the 80s, he had wrestlers. Well, I'm sorry, not in the 80s, but in the 90s and early 2000s, he had wrestlers that exhibited Black hate, that, was stereotypical. The whole train. I can't think of his name, but there was a wrestler um, that they had in the late 90s, early 2000s. The whole train. He was a pimp. He had a cane, and the whole train. That's anti-Black hate right there, and it's stereotypical because you're saying that all Black men are pimps. What about the tag team Crime Time? They came like in the mid 2000s, late in 2010s. Two brothers from Harlem. They had on Timbs and baggy jeans. So what you're saying that Black men are just hood? We're hood. We're hood now. We're criminals. What about the manager Slick? Yeah, back in the 80s. Yeah, Slick. Y'all who follow my wrestling fans out there, what about the manager Slick? Jive Soul Bro, you never get nothing in the end. Y'all remember that song? Jive Soul Bro? They were portraying that Slick was a pimp, and they had a promo of him eating fried chicken. My brother mentioned that last night. Y'all remember this? So now you're saying that all Black men are pimps and We love fried chicken and we jive. Yo, bro, I'm jive, bro. What's good, bro? What's good, bro? What about the wrestler Akeem, the African dude? That's the song he used to come out to, doing the hand movements. Yo, what's good, bro? What's good, brother? My brother. He had on a blue dashiki. Y'all remember my wrestling fans in the late that follow the WWF in the 80s and into the 90s. Y'all know what I'm speaking of. Shut yourselves out on here. Am I lying on my or am I lying? No, I'm not. Am I right or am I absolutely right? Do y'all remember this? Hakeem, yo, bro, what's up, man? What is up? What's good, brother? What is good? Had on a blue dashiki. Would come out doing these movements. I'm like, what is this? In my early teens. I'm like, wow, but it didn't register. But then when I got older and I saw the whole train and crime time, I was like, man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But if you notice, the guy that played the pimp, the Godfather, that was his name, the Godfather, or something like that. Before he became that character, there was a group of black men, black wrestlers. It was D'Lo Brown, that wrestler that played the Godfather, The Rock. This is how he became popular. The Rock, Ron Simmons, D'Lo Brown, and a couple other wrestlers. They had this group called the Nation of Domination. Nation of Domination. We are the Nation of Domination. They came out like around 96, 97 time frame. They were inspired by the fruit of Islam, the security branch of the Nation of Islam. That's what the Nation of Domination were taking their cues from. Strong, powerful black men. They were B1. That's what they were portraying. But they quickly broke them up though and made, the character, the Godfather, the dude with the pimp being silly. The whole train. That dumb crap. They broke that up. That was too militant. The Nation of Domination was too militant. No, y'all too aware. They preaching black militancy. They trying to, take their cues from the Nation of Islam, the fruit of Islam. No, 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 no. We can't have that. So they broke that up. But Crime Time was okay. The Godfather was okay. All these negative black stereotypes was okay. Slick was okay. Why wasn't WWF, later WWE, caught off for the anti-black hate, racism? You had Andre the Giant saying racist things to Bad News Brown, the wrestler from Harlem. My good brother pointed that out last night. You had Hulk Hogan, the Funk Brothers, Terry Funk. I forgot the other Funk brother. They were from Texas. So of course they're gonna be racist. Rednecks from Texas. Their racism. Greg the Hammer Valentine. It was another wrestler. One of the Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. My old school wrestling fans, shout yourselves out on here. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm going way back to the early 80s. The Four Horsemen, well, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, the Funk Brothers, the Von Erichs, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant. Vince McMahon himself, because that's his brand. His father started WWF, and Vince McMahon inherited. Why won't they call out for their anti-black hate? I wonder why. It was all fun and games and entertainment when they were doing that, huh? Y'all wasn't saying a damn thing. Anti-Defamation League. How funny. But when we speak of your influence, we consider anti-Semitic? Miss me with that shit. Excuse me. I'm sorry for cursing on here. That just came out. Sometimes I get so frustrated, it comes out. So those of you, who don't like cursing, I apologize. I try not to curse on here. My podcast is a whole different story, but I try not to curse on here. I try my best. So please forgive me. But again, the ADL commits me with their BS because they're conveniently silent when other people exhibit anti-black hate. They're conveniently silent. Conveniently silent. But as soon as you say to tell the truth about the Jewish community, oh, you anti-Semitic, we have to cancel you. I'm gonna give you a news flash. We're not canceling Dave Chappelle. We're not canceling Kyrie Irving. And Ye, he's a different story because he's like a broken clock. He's right twice a day. I'm with him when he's speaking the truth. When he says something that's totally left field, then I'm like, bro, you missed me with that. But what you said there, okay, I could roll with you there. But what you're doing, I can't. Now he's coming out against the minister for defending him. Ye is coming out against the minister for defending him. But like I said, this is one of those times where he's like that broken clock. He's wrong. He's wrong for coming out against the minister. But when he speaks out against the Jewish influence, he's right. Again, I used the broken clock example. That's what Ye is. He's a broken clock. He's right twice a day. And like I said, him speaking out against the minister is him being wrong. Again, he's more wrong than he is right with Ye. He's more wrong than he is right most of the times. But as far as Kyrie Irving and Dave Chappelle, leave them, and Ye too, leave them alone. Leave these brothers alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. We haven't done nothing to you. You are bullying us. And like I said on my Twitter timeline, don't come for us. If you want this smoke, we'll give you smoke and then some. Because we could call y'all out on a whole litany of things. We're not going to mention how y'all benefited off the slave trade, off the transatlantic slave trade. Y'all benefited greatly. J.P. Morgan Chase. What's the other one? J.P. Morgan Chase. The Rothschilds benefited greatly. Morgan Stanley. All y'all big financiers. The Carnegies, all y'all. The Rockefellers. Y'all benefited greatly off of the Black Holocaust. Greatly. Yes, y'all were up in New York. All y'all big time multimillionaires building your corporations, your banks. Benefited greatly. So don't get let's not go there. Because like I said, we could tell the truth about y'all. We can. The Rothschilds benefited greatly off of black pain and suffering. J.P. Morgan Chase. Many other Jewish bankers. They had their hand in slavery. A lot of them were slave owners. They benefited greatly off of the cotton production, in the South. That's why they were able to build their banks in New York, in Chicago, in Philly, later in Detroit, in LA, San Francisco, Wells Fargo. They benefited. So look this stuff up, y'all. Am I right or am I absolutely right? They benefited greatly off of Black pain and suffering. And then let's not get into the music industry. How y'all, many of y'all are music executives. Many of them are Jewish. They promote Black death. They tell Black artists, "Hey, to get this paper, we want you to sell Black death. Talk about killing another Black man. Talk about promoting drug use among the Black community, particularly Black youth. Call your women bitches and hoes." Forgive me for cursing, but I'm just saying this to make a point. Call them bees and hoes. Talk about being sexually, irresponsible. Talk about blowing your money. Talk about, getting high, drinking, getting drunk, being promiscuous. Promote that. But we won't promote it to our people. No, we don't want to promote it to our people. But you go ahead and promote it to your people. We're not going to promote it to the Asian community. We're not going to promote it to the Hispanic community, the Middle Eastern community. We're not going to promote it to our community because we're not going to have the Beastie Boys or Jewish rappers promote death and promiscuity. It was so financial irresponsibility to the Jewish people. We No, they better not do that to us. But we want you to promote it to your people. Here's this money. Sign this contract. Here's an advance. Sell some records for me, nigga. Go out there and promote this. Am I right or am I absolutely right, y'all? Tell me, am I right or am I absolutely right? Go out here and do it. Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, nigga. And then we're gonna talk about Hollywood. This book right here details how the Jewish people started Hollywood, how they created an industry. It talks about that, how the Jews created Hollywood, started empire of their own. You have Black men, emasculating themselves, dressing up as women. The Black woman is the dominant now. She's taking the role of the man in a Black household. Your movies promote that. You promote Black men wearing dresses. Now Tyler Perry, a brilliant Black man, brilliant. Now he's in bed with Hollywood. He done left Atlanta. Now he done moved to Hollywood. He's in bed with these people now. He made a partnership with them. This goes to the secret relationship between Blacks and Jews that the Nation of Islam put out. Volumes 1 and 2 speaks about this, of what I'm saying. Now he's in bed with them. They're the Lee Daniels, the Tyler Perrys, the Oprahs. They're in bed with these people, promoting Black emasculation. Promote a Black man wearing a dress. Oh, it's entertainment. Black comedians wear a dress. Martin, Eddie Murphy, wear a dress. Make us laugh. Then it goes over into the sports leagues, particularly the NBA, because many of the NBA team owners are Jewish. Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets, so but he has. I'm not going to even speak on him. You could say MJ has this. He has white supremacist thoughts, behaviors, I should say, because he's in bed with them. He's not B1. But this isn't about Michael Jordan. This is about the other 31 owners, the Jewish owners. It goes into the NBA. Whenever a white cop kills a black man, you tell your slaves, I mean your players, you tell them, hey niggas, be mad about this. A white cop killed a black man. It's approved outrage. Approved outrage. So you tell your niggas, the big time, or excuse me, your players, your LeBron James, your Chris Pauls. You tell them to speak out. You tell your main Sambo, LeBron James, King Doofus, hey, speak out. And he gets on there, hey, this was outrage. This was outrage. A black man, hands up, don't shoot. And then didn't he say he was scared? Didn't he say he was scared to be black? Remember that? Remember LeBron James said that 2 years ago? He said he was scared. You supposed to be King James and you scared? I'm like Killmonger. This is y'all king? He's scared? Big bad LeBron James is scared? Him is scared? That's what he said 2 years ago. Look it up. He's speaking out because his masters telling him to. Nigga, speak up, nigga. Oh well, this was a true outrage. A black man was killed. He was killed. He was shot. Hands up, don't shoot. It's wrong, y'all. Then they wearing T-shirts during the lockout. Black Lives Matter T-shirts. Hands up, don't shoot T-shirts. Approved outrage. Then comes, before that, it was the V. It was the CV pandemic. You're telling people to get the jab. Nigga, tell people to get the jabs. People dying from this sickness. So tell people to get the jab. Hey, this is LeBron James, and y'all need to save lives. You need to get the jab, get the jab, get the jab. Y'all need to get the jab, 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 get the jab. You have Negroes, Sambos like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaq, Barkley. Everyone need to get the jab. They save lives. Jab, get the jab, get the jab. Charles Barkley. It's terrible. It's just terrible. This virus. First of all, you got to get vaccine. You got to do it for your teammates. It's not about you. Y'all calling Kyrie Irving an idiot. First for not getting jabbed. Now he's being anti-Semitic. Approved outrage. This speaks of the Jewish people's influence. I just detailed it for you. I gave you a breakdown of it. The professional sports, particularly the NBA, Hollywood, the music industry, banking, the transatlantic slave trade. Am I right or am I absolutely right? This is all true. And y'all know it's true, but y'all want to bully us. Y'all still have that mindset of what your ancestors did. Y'all still had that slave master mindset. Many of y'all in the Jewish community still had that mindset. Nigga, shut up and do as I say. Don't you say nothing, nigga. I'm the master. I'm gonna buck break you, nigga. I already done it to LeBron James. I already done it to Shaq. I already done it to Charles Barkley, Chris Paul. I'm gonna buck break you niggas. You're gonna do as I say. Do what LeBron says. That's a good nigga right there. And for all y'all that saying LeBron James built the school for kids, so did Jalen Rose. He built a school in Detroit. How come he not getting any press? So has the Nation of Islam. They built a school 90 years ago, Muhammad University. Elijah Muhammad built that school 90 years ago. Educated thousands upon thousands of black men and women. Oh, I know why he not getting any. He's anti-Semitic. So y'all are like LeBron James was the first black man to build a school in his community. Stop it. The Black Panthers did it out here in Oakland. Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Eldridge Cleaver, they did it out here, educating thousands of black boys and girls out here in Oakland. Oh, but they were terrorists though. The Black Panthers even set up a lunch program, a free lunch program. Come on, y'all. LeBron James got his own business. He got okay. Will LeBron James tell the Lakers to go to hell and the NBA to start his own? I mean, his circle, they're all multimillionaires. He made them rich men. Why don't they start their own company or have their own network? Tell HBO wherever his silly show come on, is it HBO or Showtime? I don't know which one. But why don't he start his own network? If he sold B1 and sold, the definition or the epitome of a strong black man, why don't he start his own? Why don't he partner with Ice Cube? Or why don't him and Kyrie Irving get together and start their own league? But he's a B1 black man. He epitomizes the strength of a black man. No, he doesn't. He's the epitome of black symbolism. That's what King Doofus is. This is your king. He's another slave for the Jewish slave masters. That's all he is. He answers to them. Like Pinocchio answered to Geppetto, LeBron answers to his Jewish masters. So does Chris Paul. So do many other in the NBA. Shout out to Jaylen Brown for speaking up for Kyrie. Shout out to Jason Williams on Keyshawn J. What was it? Keyshawn J and Max. Yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics and Jay Will on ESPN. Thank you for having your courage and the gumption and having the testicular fortitude for speaking up for Kyrie. Thank you. Thank you. And now, speaking of that, or not so much speaking, but it's funny now that Adam Silver says that Kyrie is an anti-Semitic. Joe Tsai, I believe that's how you say his name, the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, saying that Kyrie is not a hateful person. He's not anti-Semitic. So if y'all saying these things now, reinstate the man. Give him his money that he's lost since his suspension. Give him an apology. Go on an apology tour. Like y'all make us do, y'all go on an apology tour for us because you besmirched this man. Now you're walking it back. He's not anti-Semitic. He's not a hateful person. Okay, reinstate him. Why the hell is he still suspended then? Why the hell is he still suspended? Why? Why is this man still suspended? Give him his money back that he lost. Apologize to him. Adam Silver, Joe Tsai, Charles Barkley, Shaq, apologize. Those Sambos on ESPN, Shannon Sharp on FS1, apologize. Walk back your comments. Reinstate Kyrie Irving and give him his money back and apologize. A public apology, since he's not anti-Semitic or a hateful person. And then ADL, you apologize. Go to the Nation of Islam. Go to Mariam Mosque in Chicago. Go there. Go there and attend on Sundays. Hear the brothers speak and sisters speak. Nuri Muhammad, brother Ishmael Muhammad. Hear the brothers and sisters speak at Mariam Mosque in Chicago on Sundays. Go there. Show that you're serious. Since you want us to go to your synagogues, go to the Holocaust Museum, why don't you go to the our museums? I believe they have one in Alabama that tells about they have displays of the of our enslaved ancestors, or excuse me, our ancestors who were enslaved in chains. I think it's a museum in Alabama. Go to the museum in Washington, our museum. Go to the one in Detroit, the Charles H. Wright Museum. Look at the display of the transatlantic slave trade. Speak to our leaders from the Nation of Islam. Not the NAACP, because you bought them off already. Them Negroes are bought and sold, so they're useless. They're pathetic. Speak to the leaders from the Nation of Islam, the Hebrew Israelites, the Moore Science Temple, those leaders. Speak to them. I believe the new Black Panther Party is still around. If they are, speak to them. Speak to Dr. Boyce Watkins, Dr. Claude Anderson. Have a dialogue. Be our ally like you claim to be. You claim to be our allies, so be our ally. Don't be a terrorist. Don't be a bully. Be an ally. You won't do that. And like the minister said, it's never enough. When you make us apologize, it's never enough. Make us go on these tours of the Holocaust museums and speak with your rabbi, go to the synagogues. It's never enough. That's still not enough. Well, guess what? If and when you apologize, it won't be enough. We're going to treat you how you treat us. It won't be enough. We want you to go around the Black community. We want you to donate money. We want you to donate money. We want you to speak about how we deserve reparations and donate money to the cause of us getting reparations. But that won't be enough. We want you to speak to the leaders from the Nation of Islam. Attend their speeches. Go to Mosque Mariam every Sunday after you leave synagogue. Even go there during the week, but it won't be enough. We want you to issue a public apology when you call for the death of the minister, been besmirching his name for decades, the brothers and sisters of the Nation of Islam. We want you to apologize, but it won't be enough. How about that? How would y'all like it? And like the minister said, y'all always say that we pimping y'all. No, we're not pimping y'all. It's nothing. Doing the right thing and being righteous isn't pimping. Demanding restitution for a crime, repairing the damage that was done, that is not pimping. That is a righteous act where we're demanding what's rightfully ours. And if y'all were to do that, do the right thing, that's an act of righteousness. That's not pimping. You consider yourselves righteous people, do the righteous thing. Spike Lee said, do the right thing, y'all do the righteous thing. But y'all won't do that. So then and until then, you know what? We're going to give you that smoke. We're going to call you out. You're going to call out our people. We're going to call y'all out. We're not going to sit back and take y'all bullying. No more. No more. Like a good brother of mine said, Johnny Ferrara, shout out to you, brother. No more L's. We're not taking no more L's. No more. We're going to dish out L's to y'all. So leave our people alone. Hit the thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications on when I do videos on here. On that note, I'm about to sign off of here. But in the event, I love y'all. Take care. Beware and be aware of your surroundings, brothers and sisters. It's dangerous out here. Like my grandmothers used to say, the devil's busy, baby. The devil's busy. And yes, he's busy. He's working triple overtime, quadruple overtime. He's in the gym training. And we must be too. He's eating his Wheaties. The devil is busy. He is busy. So beware and be aware of your surroundings. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Love one another. And like I said, I love y'all. Thank you for your love and support. And yes, shalom, brother. Thank you, brother. Shalom to you as well. Peace be unto you. Have a great, wonderful day. And like I said, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Please, let's do that, y'all. All right, till next time, I love y'all. I'm out. Peace and blessings.